Hey, so we're back right now on a new section, which is going to be about some affirmation complex. So it's not going to be only about single affirmation, it's going to be about a complex of three different that affirmations that are working well together. So I'm gonna read you how it works together. You have one about identity, you have one about action, and you have one about outcome. And it follows the recipe that is the following. You have one affirmation for being, one affirmation for doing, and one affirmation for receiving. You're going to have this complex of three affirmations for each value, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. There is a bonus of three other affirmations in the end, and it's six values. Sorry, six values in the end of the playlist. So this one is going to be another playlist, and I'm going to put it at the end. I think of the other playlist as well. I didn't figure that out yet. Yeah, so about the structure. For each value, we will create a complex of three powerful, we will have a complex of three powerful interconnected informations. This structure is designed for maximum impact when repeated. Each set follows a specific sequence. The first statement is about your identity, so being. You affirm the value at the core part of your being, so it sets the foundation of who you are. It puts you at the origin of the value, so then it's easier to put everything in motion. And then you have then the action statement that comes in. So it connects the identity to a tangible choice or behavior. I choose or I act. It can start with I choose or I act, and it defines what you do. And this is gonna then reinforce your sense of identity, because the more you repeat the information, the more you're likely to create a reality, to move in action in a reality where you're gonna do this type of actions, right? Which is gonna this type of action that is revolving around the value, which in turn will reinforce your own sense of identity, um, being in alignment with your um, value. And the third statement is revolving around the outcome. I hear again like an airplane. I don't know why that is. The third outcome is the first statement is affirmation is about the outcome. So you affirm a positive result that comes from living your values. So I create. It can start with I create or my life is, and it reinforces the reward system. I don't know how exactly it reinforces the reward system. Perhaps the acknowledgement, the validation, to of seeing that the value is actually in your life, because it's one thing to do the thing, right? To affirm that you do the thing, but it's another thing to reflect on it, right? So you can be proud of an action, but then reflecting on the action and actually feeling proud of it is like it's a different thing, don't you think? I think so. I'll let you figure it out for yourself. So it follows this principle, this action in motion, being, then we go in a statement of doing, then we go in a statement of basically receiving, which is reflecting. So it's self-validation, which is a reward. This is it. This is how it rewards you. And if you stay in the loop, in this motion, then it means that you can just do anything you want, no matter the outcome, and you can go for a long run, high reward task, because it's not all about short-term rewards. It's also about long-term gains. So if you are in this healthy loop, then you are shielded against what's coming at you, and you can just continue to move forward into your getting better motion. So yeah, this being to doing to receiving create a cycle, creates a complete neurological loop. When you repeat the three affirmations, you are not just starting a wish, you are rehearsing a complete reality, from identity to outcome um, scheme. From a complete reality, from identity to outcome to I see the outcome. All right. So what you can do, what I would recommend is that you would, for instance, take the video and rehearse it with me through the video in the morning and at night, or 3 times a day, morning, noon, night. You just repeat it one or twice, right? You put it in your file, in your favorites. You like the video, and then you come back to the playlist favorite as long as you need, as long as you need. Like this, we can practice it together. But at some point, if you want a little variation of it, what you can do is to take a note app, or a note app, a vocal note app, and you can go there to do it yourself with yourself, right? You repeat it with yourself. It's not the same feeling. It's not the same thing. Some people prefer to learn to do their thing on their own with themselves. Some others, they prefer the group situation, more community like thing. So the videos with me are perfect for that, because it's like you are with me doing the thing, right? Then for, if you need to comment it, if you need to write it, every time you do it, just do it. Like you can open a thread of comments, and you write it every time you are going through the exercise on your same comment. And perhaps at some point, if enough people are doing this, I'm going to reward the one who are the most diligent doing this every day, like just to gratify you, because as well it serves me to have people commenting and coming back to the videos every day. So why not rewarding you for your effort that contributes as well to the channel? And at the same time, it serves as example for all the other people, like feeling that it's impossible. It's social proof. You create yourself the proof that it's possible to do it, to make it happen every day, right? But please just comment once a day. All right, don't comment all day long. Just comment once a day. I don't want to limit you, but at the same time, I don't want to have um, over inflating thing, because you need to go about other things as well, right? It's not the only exercise. Um, and I want you to do it for the sake of you improving your own motion, not to be just the flat best of and doing repeating the thing in a flat manner. I want you to be intentional in this. So once a day is, I think, best in terms of comments, and because I want to reward much more the consistency of doing it every day, rather the intensity at which you go at it. I want to reward intensity on the long run, day by day, rather than how intensely you go about it every single day. This is the long-term run thing that I want to reward. So I want to incite you better to go about it every day rather than all the time for a day and then be like done with it, right? Um it's a different technique as well. I don't say that it's not working, right? But it's a bit more scattered, and we want consistency, a minimum of consistency, because this type of I push hard in one direction and then push hard in another direction and push hard in another direction. It's a bit harder to see alignment, to see the actual results. It takes a little bit more time, and I want you as well to have like the fastest result and to be able to feel comfortable about this as soon as possible. So this is why as well this is best. This is why this is best to go in this way, because like you can see progress when you push hard in one direction or the other or the other or the other. But here we are working as well on having alignment, right? And for this you need to be consistent. At least you need to learn the principle of consistency, which is a principle of moving in the right direction around the same thing, not forcibly doing the same thing all the time, right? But revolving around the same theme for long enough. So there is this. Then what else? When you repeat the three affirmations, you're not just stating. Yeah, so this, what you can do as well, if you can find an app for that, or I don't know, um, perhaps having something like that, put your own voice in repeat at night when you sleep. Like the three affirmations. You said it three times each, and then every freaking day you can just every freaking night you can just hear yourself and repeat saying the thing at night. It's another technique. I have a book that I don't have online right now on my Google Drive. I think it's about affirming life. I will put it online for you to be able to integrate your affirmations faster. I will do it after the videos. I need to put it, and I will put the link in the description. It's gonna be for free for now because everyone has been stealing my money. Even if I was making earnings on one platform or the other, they were they just take the the earning for themselves, or they block it. So it's going to be solved at some point, but for now it doesn't make sense that I ask you to give your to take the product to give you to somebody else, right? Even if it's just momentary. I'd rather giving it to you for free right now, and then ask you later for any type of gratification or financial reward for it, compensation for it, because it's value. I have been working on it quite a bit, and this is extremely insightful and potent insight, right? It's coming from experience, from lots of people dedicating energy on it, right? As well as myself. So it's as well like my expertise, lots of life hustle, you know. I have survived many advanced interrogation technique, so torture, and notably psych torture. It's like I'm still in place in my mind, even after like the most insane form of psych torture that you can imagine. Like imagine you're like having knowing like a brutal privacy, to the extent of having, you don't know how many people reading your thoughts like consistently every freaking day. I let you imagine what it can make you feel. The same for realizing that people can see through your eyes as well and are actually doing it. I leave you imagine what it can do. So I'm still here. I think I'm pretty well, right? Pretty in place. So yeah, you are getting information as well from this person here, healing from burnout as well, while being tortured psychologically. So in the worst way possible, because I was supposed to go to be put to death, to be put to bed indefinitely, right? But I'm still here, and I'm still pretty much rational and grounded in everything I say, right? So you can see that there is more than just the reading of the inside, more than just um, plain empty recitation of words and concepts. You see that it actually makes sense, and that, to me at least, and that it's explained in a manner that can fit you most to help you unlock more of the inside quicker. That is experience with learning and teaching as well. So, and content creation. So, like in marketing and sales, it's multi-layered. It's a multi-layered arrangement, and cognitive psychology applied to learning. It's like I have been at it for quite some time. So it's like if I know about ACT therapy, it's because I have been researching myself in the field. I've had quite some readings around different type of pathologies, right? You have me like telling you stuff about sociopathy, about mechanism of sociopathy, mechanism of psychopathy. Like it's heavy topic, it's not light. And I have experience as well, multiple layers of what those type of pathologies can do to one person and their environment. I have been able to process this type of information. So if I'm telling you that this um, method is effective, it's not only based on theory, it's based as well on practice, right? And I can see as well that the answer that I have is like, it's pretty neat. Like the script that I have, that I'm delivered with, it's pretty neat. And all this knowledge, this information, it has a price. It has a price. This is why so many people wanted me out as well, because they wanted to enjoy this price, right, for themselves. So what I'm delivering to you right now for free, it's not that it doesn't have any price on it. It's not that um, it's not valuable. Quite the contrary. It's only that it is so valuable that it is of the utmost importance for me to deliver you those insights no matter what. So take it as such. I think you might have already known some breakthroughs thanks to the content, right? So um, just continue to move on with it and continue to spread it to how many people you want to, you need to. Um, we have to spread this to as many people as possible to be able to know our world to a new state where our world is going to be able to heal itself on itself, where we're going to have all enough cues, enough knowledge in the good stuff about psychology, so that we would be able to deliver little tips from here and there to everyone, and adopt the right motion with everyone, so that we would be able to heal people the way we heal ourselves, right? So it's like walking. You can explain someone how to walk somehow if you spend a bit of time on it. It's like at some point it's automatic. Like you don't even think about it anymore. This is where we need to. This is what we need to reach. Where all this type of knowledge is just something that's automatic, that we don't need to think about it anymore, because it's embedded everywhere, and because we know how to make it work. This is the point. This is why I go by the philosophy of regenerativity. Everything: regenerative sale, regenerative marketing, regenerative products, regenerative management, regenerative leadership, regenerative. I don't know, like Stalk Yourself is a regenerative company. This is the point of Stalk Yourself, is to regenerate this planet. So this is what I'm doing right now. This is the mission statement of the company. So this is what I'm doing right now. And yeah, it has a price, but for now, affirming life, the book, I'm gonna put it online for you for free, so that you can have access to it and can work with it. If you want to send me money right now, I don't know on which channel you can do this, on which vector you can do this, because everything is heavily monitored, has been heavily monitored, to so that I wouldn't receive anything, because for them it's like it's freaking danger, and like they are just sick. They're just sick, like the work is done no matter what. And I don't know, for them it's like it's too dangerous for me to have money, but like anyway, the work is getting out there. And like I have currently people working 24/7 for me, and I don't even have to pay them. This is what's happening. Because I don't have the finances, I don't have to pay them. Somebody else is paying for me. This is what it means. And perhaps even their own money. It's like it's even their own money that's paying for what's going on, like to build up what's going on right now. And they are losing money as well right now. So it's like, yeah, okay, fine, you don't want me to have money, but it's like in the end, we're still on a mission, we're still doing something that's necessary for this world, so it's still moving forward, right? And I don't have to pay for anything, therefore. So I don't know. It's like no matter what happens, it's happening. So yeah, this has a price. Everything that's going on with me, it has a value, and soon I'm going to be able to receive money from what I'm doing. I don't know when. I just know that it's bound to happen, because it has to happen. And otherwise, it seems that the entire system is going to break off, so that a new system would appear. It's like if I don't receive money, then the system has to adapt in a way where I could still do the work, right? And therefore, another system is being created right now, a counter system, right? Because it has to happen. It's like a lot of people are convinced that it has to happen. They know that it has to happen. We're fighting for it to be happening. So because it's happening anyway, we have to have a system to make it work, right? And this system is without money for me. And so it gives the ideas to people how to make it work without money, because we have to make it work without money, right? So then it develops a counter system where the finances are all abundant. So this, it's like they don't want me to have money, but in the end of the day, it's creating another system where money and finances are obsolete. So it just, that's how it's, I see it backfiring on the long run if it continues like this. So this is it. I didn't know, I didn't think it would go about like a Illuminati exposed ish parts. That's cool. Like this, I'm gonna have a hook in the other playlist, another one like a snippet, like an in between things. You have a bit of Illuminati exposed, which is my background and why you know that the quality of my work right now is essential and fucking awesome as well. And at the same time, yeah, it's a bit of background story, a bit of authoritative argumentation, stuff like that. It's like, yeah, I was coming from basically somehow nowhere, and now it's like I have so much information, so much experience I've done. Like I have my foundations are so like solid. I had a time period where I could just go through psych operations, like, and see firsthand what advanced psychological manipulation was, um, and how it made people feel. And like I have like another perception of psychology firsthand. Like right now, it's like I've been on the edge. I have been on the edge of what can be done psychologically, because they wanted to make me break psychologically. So I have been in the edge. I have insight. I have insight from there, and I keep it as grounded as possible. But I still know, like, I still have the information of how everything could be, which is like from me. I know what it is. So then it's like I have the ability right now to deliver insight that are far beyond anything I would have been able to deliver otherwise. Because like I see the contrast, I can make like discernment. I know what's up, you know. So it's like, yeah, I know what's possible to be done with the technology as well. And so instinctively, intuitively, subconsciously, I can provide you insights in a way that incorporates and integrates all this knowledge. You know? All of this. So it's fucking advanced stuff that you have access to right now. Like at least in a latent manner. Right? I hear an airplane. Yeah, and we're gonna go far. We're gonna go far. Like interspecies psychology. That'd be nice, right? Space psychology. Because it's different, it's perhaps different the way we think and experience our own psyche in other planets, right? Because there is a thing like what consciousness is it like 205 meters per second, something like this, like how they calculated that consciousness was moving, and I think it's like this. It's doing a movement like this. So I'm not sure of anything, but I this is what I read. Something that is like this is the how fast your consciousness is moving through you. So I'm not sure if that's the truth or not, but this is what I read. Um, so then, like the energy, and it might be linked to gravity or to at least the energetic balance that it's around this planet, right? Like all the energy system, the frequency system. So if we move to another planet, for instance, then it might be changing some parameters with our physiology. It will be changing parameters with our physiology, and we're going to have to adapt to some extent. And perhaps the frequencies that we're going to experience in this different environment will change as well the way we experience our own bodies and therefore psyche, right? Our psyche and therefore bodies. So then it means that it's there are going to be a field that is going to be like special psychology, or interplanetary psychology. I don't know, interstellar psychology. I don't know how that could be um, said, defined. But there is all this as well to take into consideration. So yeah, exciting. It's exciting what's coming on this planet right now. What's coming next? Um, we're gonna go far. For now, it's all about affirming, working on your affirmations, and aligning with your values to get there. This is what's needed, what's required of us right now to go well and be aligned with our own values instead of following the agendas of people that are I perhaps they don't want really to kill us like humanity. Perhaps they only want power, but it's difficult for them to see it. Like I'm sure that some people, they want really to kill humanity because they're like killing everything. They just want to kill. Um, but like I know that there are some people that are just fucking power hungry, and that it's sickening. It's a sickening addiction for them, and that they have difficulties to move back from the short-term power that they have access to right now, to rewire themselves to a long-term form of power, because they have traumas, like they've been betrayed, so they don't trust. Like they've been betrayed and lied to so many times that they just don't trust what's coming next. Don't trust what's working right now. Like this type of disconnection that you have to reconnect. So then it's like connection to the future, and you have exercises with the connection to your future self, embodying your own values. So you have all these type of things that are serving as well for these people to be able to realign themselves and to stop being lost in this eternal moment of making things worse instead of definitely going for making things better. Like it's a perverting system. The point is to pervert people and to lock them up into the crime system. That I have in mind as well, and I know that some people, they feel locked up, 100% locked up. I know that some people, they are getting out of it as well, just because they know that it's the best option, not because they know, not because they wouldn't kill, right? That I understand. Um, but like the killing is less important than the power, and the order of priority is clear in their mind, right? Their values are more aligned, right? They're more in alignment with their values, which is power, right? They do everything for power. And if the killing has to be removed, then they remove the killing and the abuse and all that. Like they have their order of priority in check. Their value system is in check, right? So I know that some people, they are just messed up by the system. Um, they're just messed up. They had no, they didn't see how to make it work and so on. So it's part of the work of this playlist as well. Like to help you, but also to help a bit of those lost ones to get their priority in check, because I have been calling them out on that. I was like, yo, I told them, I was like, hey, um, if like it's obvious that I am on the side of the highest power right now. It's like, of course, you're doing everything so that it wouldn't feel like it. So it hasn't. I have seen that it was it, but it hasn't all the time felt like it 100%. So yeah, well done. But in the end of the day, may I feel it or not, it's still what it is, right? So it's still bound to be reset and put back in motion. So right now it's just some work to ease the process. It's like, it means that perhaps they see it, but they are still, it's like they want, it's like they're focused on the killing, right? If they don't see that uh I am going about power and healing and other values, like I have been moving forward, like other values. I have been moving forward that the entire system was to keep in place, was made as well to keep in place the royal blood, right? And um now it seems that it's more about, so it's self-preservation, but now it seems that it's more about um the killing. And like I can understand that it has been um some confusion, right? I'm not even sure that, so I'm pretty sure that I don't have access to right information to some extent, right historical information to some extent. It's like Mansa Musa, perhaps he was not that bad, perhaps, who knows, right? Because they like to corrupt everything to make it look like it's all worse than what it was, or it's all going in their own direction, or find legitimacy where there hasn't been legitimacy, right? It's like in Egypt, perhaps there was no slaves. Instead of saying that lots of slaves were there, perhaps in ancient Greece, there was no slave as well. But apparently the Metek were a class of slaves. So it's like not slaves as we would intend to say right now, but like slave as in they had less rights than others, than the citizens. So there was a class of people with more rights and a class of people with less rights. The Metek. It was just a classification. So yeah. Um You see that the point is to have a higher power, like the royal blood, still in place. And perhaps the terror was important to keep everyone sharp, to then ultimately keep the bloodlines in check, on the top. But now it seems that everything is a bit mixed up. And this is why you have a defiant order, from which I am one of the leaders. It's like I am the major figure of it, but I'm not the only leader, obviously. You have Rihanna, you have Beyonce, you have Jay-Z, you have Kylie Minogue, right? So it's not the only one. You have Little Sims as well, and so many others. I think the guy from the how is it called, like the Teddy show, the morning show, something super famous in the US. Like he's giving like some talk shows, and like in less than 28 hours, like millions of people, like this type of opinion setters, they have been like, yeah, with you, like, and they keep at, like, they keep being under as well, but like they support like the transition as well, right? So those people, I know that they have their priority in check, right? It's like the killing is the mean to an end. It's not the end. It's not the ultimate goal. It's just that it's part of the system, right? The abuse, the killing is part of the system right now. And to get power, you have to go through this. But you have some people that are just doing it because it's part of the system to get up, to go up. Some others, they just happen to be killing people, be like violence, and rising up because of this, right? And unfortunately, too many of them have been rising, and this is, it's like if you are at the top and you're not interested in maintaining the power, then what are you doing there, right? Like you have to have a minimum of alignment with that value to keep yourself in check and keep everything going in the right direction. Because if you eternally oppose yourself to some type of enemies, that is gonna fuck up your entire power, and you know it, but you don't care. Then it means that you just don't care about your power at all, and you cannot prioritize it, and in turn just lead the system to collapse because you're not interested in power. So you aren't going to prioritize it, and you're going to sacrifice the power without even understanding it, because you're not about integrity. You want to compromise everything. So you compromise as well your power, your own power. Whereas when you have integrity, then you are undeviously dedicated to your power. And you see what's going on with someone rising with more power, right? Like, you know it, it's a no-brainer. You know it. And so you're like, yeah, okay, I have to make moves for that. It's like this is the plan, this is the thing. It's like there is power, so me, I'm aligned with power, so I organize everything to be with the power. I do not organize everything to maintain the killings and my short-term things. Like I don't care about that. I'm just doing it for the power, right? And it's those people in place right now, no matter how horrific everything is, that I trust most within the order. I know that for them it might have been as well uh, a part of sacrificing to have to climb up, because I know that some people, they're just like deep within at birth, so and they just have to follow. It's like I have to follow some plans to some extent. So I just know that for everyone, it hasn't been forcibly easy, right? As it hasn't been easy for me. It's like we are in some type of multi-layered agendas and shit. It's like the mind control. What the fuck? And then like be considered as kings and queens, having to do this and that this way at this time, so that this and the other part could happen, blah, like massive chess plans, chess thing. And so I'm like, I understand that you can, that some, like, they just had to go by shit that they didn't want to do in the first place, right? It's like I have been there, I know what it is, I get it. And they had to go through stuff that didn't want to do but had to do for the power, because it was like this. Those people damaged by this shit and just rejecting it, or yeah, like some people, I know they still have gone about it, but they reject it, they despise it, they don't want of it, and they have been actively plotting against it because of what it did to them. So they seen a way out as well with me, and they started to plot with me for that. So you have as well like some other people just prioritizing power, not forcibly caring much anymore about the killing and so on, but still having their priority in check, their values in check. Preservation, self-preservation. It's like on the long run, it's obvious that if you want if you want self-preservation, you have to side with me. If you want power, it's like the promise of the current power right now is limited. With me, we don't know the bounds. We don't know where it ends. So I don't want to say unlimited, but it's at least 10 times more power than what's going on right now. And like if it's 10 times more power than what's going on right now, isn't it like worth it to move in another direction? It's like that's the promise of another reward. And like there has been like more than one thing that legitimated the thing, that it's actually happening, that it's actually true. So I'm like you can argue on this like on so many levels. It's like removing all the schemes to below the to destroy the energy, the higher energies of humanity. If you remove all those plans by belonging to the defined order, then your energy levels will be upper. You will have access to better shit, right? Stuff that aren't being like covertly killing you. So only by this reasoning, you know that you're bound to feel better and have more power. And then you're like, oh, there are freaking aliens. Like they're gonna be with us. So why is it so complicated? Why would it be complicated to make this choice? Right? Why? It's like if you prioritize power, it's like this is. It's like okay, I'm gonna do whatever I need to do. It's like count me in, right? It's like I'm doing everything I can to get there. I don't care about the rest. I don't care about what's going on right now. Me, I want that. It's like if you're motivated by power, I'm like, I want that. I yeah, talk to me about whatever plans you have, whatever you're gonna do to me. I'm just gonna participate as little as possible, make you believe whatever you want to believe, me to believe, and I'm just gonna go for the other way. I don't care. And then if the other one is like saying like stop this, then I'm like, okay, at some point I need to understand who's in, who's there, who's gonna move in the direction as well. Like I'm gonna start to pressure up because I want my spot. I want my spot at the top. And I need to negotiate it as well. So the people like power hungry, like the true ones, like really like for preserving the bloodlines, the power and la. I know that these people prioritizing this and seeing all the rest as a mean to an end, then they are here. They have been here. They have been there. Like they are not blinded. Like they actually see. And they know how to make the choice in alignment with their values. Then I know that there is a second class of people that has been so destroyed. It's like not second class, but like a next class. I don't want to hierarchize anyone on that. I want to respect minimum these people and not saying to them you're lesser. I just know that the pain can blind you. And so this here is a way to reprioritize things. And I have been like hammering down enough to wake up these freaking people. And now they have access to the methods. Thanks to the playlist break no more. And then I know that some people they are gonna wake up as well with the playlist and going through the exercise. They're gonna be like, "Whoa, what the fuck? What have I done?" It's like, how could I be like so far away from this? It's like no mind control. Was not this. Um, and then you have like the rest, and the rest, the one like with the priority of for the killing and the destruction. Then we know what to do with them. We already know what to do with them. They're list. They're all profiled, I guess. And chances are given to still make it work somehow, but it is how it is. So this is it. I'm gonna put the book online. You see that it's much more than providing you with the good resources. so that you would be empowered, is as well strategical content, tactical content, so that the entire world would move in the right direction, which is one of my mission statement, one of my missions, that I need to not comply with, but to deliver on, and this is what I'm delivering on. Um, I knew that lessons early. Like I have to move up to the top to change everything from the top bottom. I knew that. Around that time, I was searching around Illuminati. I was like, I need to move to the top to change things from the top down. I need to go to these people, to reach these people out, and to make them change their mind. I need to convince them. I need to talk to them. I need to tell them what's up. And here we are. They've been a little too close. But I didn't imagine that it was like fuckheads like this. I didn't know like the depth of the darkness, like the actual depth of the darkness, that it was actually true, those conspiracy theories, that it was a cult of evil. I thought it was like just some stuff to scare you, you know, and people like being a little too dark, you know, like a bit like gothic, or like I know what's up because I have seen. I don't like, you know, like this from. I didn't think too much about it, but like, yeah, I was in this preconcept pre-statement of these people have a bit lost it somehow, which is not true. They just knew. And again, somehow I was like a bit like, eesh, a bit fearful. I was like, no, don't be true, please. It's too dark for this to be true. It's actually true. Was actually all true. So yeah, this is the end of this video. Have fun. Have fun with the statement. I put the thing on light right now. I will upload the video and then record all the statements, one video at a time. So it's gonna be 50 plus videos, a bit less than 50, for 47, I think. 41, 40 plus 6, 27. So yeah, up. Gonna take a break. Water as well. Have fun.